Hi, I'm Chris, and today I'm talking about relationship OCD. Now, I used to suffer with anxiety and OCD, and this led me to become a therapist. So I have that rare perspective of actually dealing with issues and knowing exactly how the mind is working and the patterns that it follows. And with that somewhat unique perspective, I can then help guide others through the process of recovery into calmness and more happiness. So today I'm talking about relationship OCD and how this affects relationships, what the behaviors are like, and importantly, what you can actually do to navigate through this and to conclude these issues. So, the very first thing you need to ask, though, if you are having relationship issues and you feel that you might have relationship OCD, is to make sure that, of course, you are with the right person. If you're not with the right person, then many issues manifest naturally because there's a mismatch of what you want and what the other person wants, and this can cause conflict. But if you ask yourself, am I with the right person? And the answer is yes, then why are you behaving in these ways that may sabotage the relationship? Perhaps you are very needy and you constantly need reassurance that your partner does love you or that everything's going fine and their feelings haven't changed in the last week. Perhaps you become jealous and you're constantly searching social media, looking to see if your partner's been in contact with anyone, and then constantly checking your feelings, how you feel about this person. Is it the right person for me? Are they behaving in the right way? The ways that it can be used are just endless, and it's just a way of trying to sabotage your relationship. There's also another perspective which I don't really see mentioned, is that relationship OCD may actually just be used to keep you out of a relationship in the first place. I don't feel that you actually need to be in a relationship to have relationship OCD. I know quite a common thing nowadays is for men to worry that they potentially may get outed as a creep in public, or perhaps that if they were to sleep with a woman, they would potentially be falsely accused of rape or whatever it may be. Obviously, things like false accusations are extremely rare, but in the mind of an OCD person, you can build this picture up and make it seem that it's actually a real potential that could happen. And this is just a way of keeping you out of a relationship in the first place. So why does our mind do this? Why do we sabotage things? Why do we prevent ourselves from getting into a relationship? And it all comes down to mental exhaustion. Your mind is telling you that if you break up this relationship or if you stay out of a relationship, then you only have to think about yourself. This means that you can retreat from life, stay away from people, and you can focus on your emotional energy recovery. If you look at any patterns of OCD, it almost always makes people more reclusive. And this is just a way to tell you to stay at home, relax, and recharge your emotional energy. Of course, the subconscious mind doesn't really understand the conscious mind and the other way around. So instead of that, we worry more, think the issues are real, and this just ingrains the problem of exhaustion even further. So what can you do to help yourself with this situation? Well, if you're in the right relationship, of course, you don't need to listen to your subconscious mind, which tells you to break it off so you can recharge. What you need to be doing is communicating properly. So you want to let your partner know what you're having the issues with, you're staying calm, and you're communicating properly rather than arguing. You are learning to break the old behaviors of reassurance seeking or checking social media for validation or any of these sabotaging behaviors. You're learning to be okay, comfortable, and content in yourself. And it's so important to build healthy self-esteem to achieve this. What you can do is have conversations with your partner which are difficult. And if you become triggered, a lot of people think being triggered's an awful thing and they have trigger warnings and things like this. But in my experience, being triggered is a key to recovery. What it actually is an old belief system that is being outed so you can scrutinize it more. And also, it brings up energy from trapped traumas in the past, which can then be released out of you. And once this energy comes up and out of you, you actually feel freer. And things that used to trigger you in the past don't actually trigger you anymore. So it's a very, very good thing to work on. And the final real solution, of course, to this is to recover from OCD. If you're having issues with OCD, it doesn't matter if it's taking the form of cleanliness, relationship OCD, hypochondria, any of these things. It's all just a pattern that your subconscious mind is using to trap you at home and to tell you to recharge your energy. So recover from OCD, that is the real way out of the problem with relationship OCD. So that concludes this short video. If you'd like me to answer a question directly in a video, you can contact me by going onto my website and completing the contact form at the bottom, and I will try and make a video in response to you. Thank you for watching.